Hi folks, it's Greg here at Heroes Beacon, and today we're going to do something kind of special. We have Lord of the Rings coming out for Magic the Gathering, and we're going to do a booster box opening, and we thought we'd do a shiny one. So we're going to do a opening of collector boosters. So for those of you who are interested, again, this comes out tomorrow, the 16th of June. And we also have our pre-release events that run through the weekend. So we have a pre-release event tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. We have one at 12 o'clock on Saturday and another at 6 on Saturday with a Commander Day for Casual Commander on Sunday if you want to play the Lord of the Rings Commander decks. If you decide to come in and buy some product, a couple things to note. One is that we do have a buy box promo. So this is the Lorien Brooch. So it is a copy of Trailblazers Boots. So it's a pretty solid card for Commander. So if that's something you're looking for, if you buy a box, either draft boosters, set boosters, or collector boosters, you'll get a Lorien Brooch with it. Something else to note is that the boxes also come with a box topper, which can also have a special card for Commander. So we're going to crack this open and see what we have here. So these will have 12 boosters in them, plus you'll have your sealed box topper. So let's start with the box topper. And Kyle, do you have any ideas on what you'd like to see for a box topper?
Oh boy. The party tree is my favorite.
Party tree, yeah, I think that's probably the one that I'm looking for as well. I wouldn't complain for Ancient Tomb either.
Yeah, Ancient Tomb be alright, and the Dead Marshes be alright too.
So we have a White Tower of Etchlin, so it's a Caracas. So this is not Commander legal, but it is a great card, so it's a neat little extra.
Yeah. For all you Canadian Highlander players out there, that's a big staple in that format, and some other legacy style decks.
And now for the collector boosters, or anything from the set you're looking for, Kyle, outside of a serialized card.
I mean, Sol Ring would be nice in Elven,
Mm-hmm.
or Elvish, I suppose. And I also would love to get a copy of Orcish Bowmasters, and pretty much all of the artifacts. Sting, Glamdring, Anuduril, I cannot pronounce that, Flame of the West, Anduril, and Phalantir of Alfin. I can't name all these names, but there's a lot of legendary and mythic artifacts in this set that I am very much interested in getting a hand.
Yes, I think a lot of the Commander staple artifacts. There's a lot of great commanders.
Mithril Coat.
So these packs contain 3 foil commons, and then you'll get a variety of other cards throughout the rest of the pack. So Great Hall Citadel. So here's my first uncommon. So Rosy Cotton of South Lane, which is a great card for food decks, token decks. The Bath Song, which is if you're looking to build the Sagas deck, this is a good saga. Each of these packs will come with a foil map land from Lord of the Rings. And there's our first rare. So Samwise Gamgee in foil.
Oh, his family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lots of different versions of the same legends in some cases.
Ooh, so here's a big hit off of my list already. So here's a full art Mithril Coat, which I think is going to end up being a Commander staple. So I'm really happy to see this in full art. So it's flash for 3 mana, indestructible, enters the battlefield, attached to target legendary creature you control, and that creature has indestructible. So it's indestructible, makes your commander indestructible, free equip cost when it comes in.
Hammer of Nazan that's indestructible and has flash.
And another card I was looking for, so Witch King, Bringer of Ruin, again in the Showcase full art. Now this is, I believe, part of the larger art pieces that they have.
Oh, one of the extended...
I think so. Regardless, I'm very happy to see this card. This is also one on my list. 5/3 flyer, whenever he attacks, defending players sacrifice a creature with the least power of creatures they control. So, There's certainly a Wraithbolt and Nazgul. So there is a slot in each of these that has a high likelihood of containing one of the 9 different Nazgul art cards.
Yeah.
So there are 9 different versions of this guy floating around. Sauron the Necromancer,
In the showcase,
another great.
Nice. Ooh, and those are
yeah.
extended art commons. You know, the artwork in some of the extended arts for just even the commons is very, very nice.
Yeah,
It
the art
really
in the
is.
set is just Wizard Rockets. This is another one that's part of a triptych, I believe. This one.
I wanted to see this in foil.
Yep.
It is
Here we go.
as good as it was expecting to be.
Very pretty Boromir. God, these cards are gorgeous.
The showcase did not show up well on the internet, but boys oh boys, does it look nice in real life.
And a food token. So, good collection of rares out of that first pack and some really nice cards. Yeah, so Boromir, while I'm opening the second pack, whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell. So if you're not a fan of free spells in Commander, this guy might be the guy for you.
Also has some implications for Modern if it's at all chances to be playable, because it does take all those incarnations and says nope.
So here we have our commons again: Mordor Trebuchet, Mirkwood Spider. Arwen's Gift. The art on these is just beautiful. Rush the Room. Old Man Willow. This is a neat one for lands decks. Voracious Fellbeast, another nice uncommon.
I didn't read Fell. Oh, and is that a different? Oh, it's the same mountain artwork.
Yes, so it's the same mountain artwork, so we haven't got a different
There's
one yet.
2 of each of the map
maps,
arts.
Yeah. And each showcase, like this one is Lorien, sorry.
Yeah.
So each one has a different location.
I believe there's a possibility you might be able to lay them all out.
So another good saga, if you're looking to build the sagas deck. So you can search for a legendary creature card, and on the third act of the saga, your creatures get double strike.
Boy.
And the ring tempts you.
Legends Matters has been creeping up a lot recently, so that's certainly got a home in a Dihada deck or in a that legend there. Sisay.
Yeah. No, Shelob is another one that's really interesting for Commander. Death Touch Ward 2 for an 8/8 spider that gives your other spiders Death Touch and Ward 2 and has driven up the price of Arachnogenesis through the roof for folks looking to build spider decks. Contain Rope.
I like that card.
Yeah. Ooh, there's a very pretty Legolas. And I do like these ring showcase cards. Party Tree. So there we go, Kyle. We got ourselves a Party Tree.
Extended art.
Yep. I will party with that Party Tree. It's going in any deck that runs green. Prince Imrahil the Fair. Whenever you draw a second card each turn, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Fantastic. And then again, the art is so pretty.
Oh,
Faramir.
His regular artwork.
Oh, this is another one I'm really kind of keen on. So Smeagol, Helpful Guide, 1 black green at the beginning of your end step. If a creature died under your control this turn, the ring tempts you. Already nice. The ring tempting you does add some really great abilities to your ring bearer.
Hopefully we'll get a ring token to show off.
Yeah, and whenever the ring tempts you, target opponent reveals cards to the top of their library until they reveal a land card. Put that card in the battlefield tapped under your control and the rest into their graveyard. So fill your opponent's graveyard while ramping you. It seems like a great deal.
It's not on the back of your food token, eh?
No, it's been treasures in an orc army.
So that food token that you just opened
Oh,
is
yeah.
the spider food
food.
token.
So yeah, if you want to play spider food, there's your token. It's literally spider food.
I mean, it's just Frodo.
So one thing I've never liked about these booster packs is that it is so difficult to get into the collector booster packs while you're also looking at cards that could potentially be of value. You're trying not to warp the card while also trying to open the pack. And doing so on video and not having people like have a heart attack while you struggle to open it. So our commons again. The ring temperature is going to be a very interesting mechanic.
I have no idea how to evaluate it.
I think it's going to be solid. I think it's going to be busted, frankly.
I think it'll be great in Commander. I am super curious what the implications for other formats are. Because parasitic mechanics like this, we've seen not quite have enough staying power to come into constructed formats of years past. But I do think there's a possibility. Faramir. What a sad story. I really didn't recognize this character in this artwork based on the movies. His artwork here is totally different than the movies, but really love it.
Yeah. Beginning of your end step, choose an opponent. At the beginning of that player's next end step, you draw a card if they didn't attack you that turn. Otherwise, create 3 1/1 white human soldier creature tokens. Now, this is something that I see a lot more in the Commander precons politics, and I love political cards in Commanders. This is neat for that reason. Again, more beautiful artwork.
Another tempt card.
Yeah. 2 greedy, 2 deep. Put target creature card from the graveyard on the battlefield under your control. That creature deals damage equal to its power to each other creature.
Is that the way the artwork is supposed to look?
Yeah, the art looks like we're missing something. It's like we're missing a color.
But it's kind of
Yeah, it's
unsettling
interesting. Yeah.
in maybe a right way.
So this is one of the Commander cards. Very pretty showcase Frodo Baggins. It's another Commander card. This is Castle Ardenvale as Medusild Golden Hall of Edoras. So that's a beautiful treatment of that card. Storm of Saruman, another beautiful treatment. So this is a mythic. It's enchantment for 6 mana with ward 3. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, copy it, except the copy isn't legendary. You may choose new targets for the copy. And that's spell. So you could copy permanents, you can copy instants, sorceries. That is going to be a beast. Another Pippin's Bravery. The Last March of the Ants, another mythic and a sad tale as the ants march off into battle. So 6 and 2 green, can't be countered. Draw cards equal to the greatest toughness among creatures you control. Then put any number of creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield.
That's ridiculous.
That's gross. And I have a home for that one too. So food and a soldier. Yeah, so I got a couple decks that have big stompy things and make a lot of mana, and that'll be great value. Yeah, I have to off-camera tear cards with my teeth so to get them open. We get another.
They'd never know if it was off camera.
I know. It's disturbing, orcish medicine. And that scene was never in the movie, that was just in the books. Legolas, counter of kills. Whenever you scry, if Legolas is tapped, you may untap it. Do this once each turn. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a +1/+1 counter on them. A swamp. So some Mordor. Ooh.
Gosh, I
Anduril,
like that
Flame
art.
of the West, another mythic.
That shine is great.
So equip creature is +3/+1. Whenever it attacks, create 2 tapped 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying. If that creature is legendary, instead create 2 of those tokens that are tapped and attacking. Wow, okay.
That's because if he brandishes the blade, he can command the spirit army.
God, that art is like, the art is so good.
Ooh, legendary instant, new mechanic or returning mechanic from a previous set. Now we haven't had a legendary instant before. We've had legendary sorceries, so it is kind of new, but very similar to the old ones.
Yeah. So destroy target creature if its controller has more than 4 cards in hand. The exiled cards in their hand equal to the difference. So you have to have a legendary creature or planeswalker in play to cast it. So that's Travel Through Kratos. It's another commander card. Another Faramir. Helm's Deep, which is Shinka the Blood-Soaked Keep, which is a card that I've been really wanting to get. So I'm very happy about this. I did not realize that this was a card.
Need one of those for a regular.
Nasty End. Oh, what a nice 2 mana. Yeah, that's really nice. There's. I haven't seen as many as I would have expected. I thought we'd have had a couple more of these dudes by now, but Mines of Moria. So one of the new lands. Ooh, a Smog token. So I'm assuming we're gonna see something that makes a Smog.
There and back again. A Saga.
So we have Birthday Escape, Banished from Edoras, The Black Breath, Many Partings, Stone of Eric. The creature an opponent controls would die exiled instead. So interesting.
That's got implications for.
Yep. Silverhorn the Wise. We have Rohan as a Plains.
Oh, you got the one ring to rule them all.
So another Saga.
Not quite the one ring.
No.
You're just ruling them.
But again, if you're looking to build that Sagas deck, that's so Tom Bombadil is the Sagas deck commander from this set.
Haven't seen him yet.
The ring goes south. The ring tempts you, then reveal lands to top of your library until you reveal X land cards, where X is the number of legendary creatures you control. Put those lands onto the battlefield tapped. That's could have some potential. The Gaffer. Draw a card if you gain 3 or more life this turn.
Oh my goodness, that card's
Great card for white.
I love that card.
Yep, I'm glad to get an extra one of him.
I think that's a
Gandalf,
card. Yep.
Friend of the Shire.
Oh, Shadow Spear.
Oracle Knife. Oh, Shadow Spear. Well, okay, I'm super happy to have another one of those.
Yep.
Bilbo, Retired Burglar. Again, just absolutely beautiful art. Rising of the Day, another piece from...
Hey, that's got Fervor, but upgraded. That's just better than Fervor.
Is Fervor a legendary though?
No, it doesn't give any of your creatures a boon. It just says creatures you control have haste.
Yep.
So
yeah,
this
you're right.
is-
Yeah, so it is a
This
pure
is
upside.
just an upgraded Fervor and add uncommon instead of a rare.
Oh, that's a beautiful Pippin. So, white, blue, Vigilance, Ward 1. Tap another target creature control gains protection from the card type of your choice until end of turn. So if you're running blue-white, I can see that being a card you're interested in. We get some more spider food. Yep. Our commons, the War Beast, Mortal Muster, Lorien Reveal, Foray of Orcs, Denethor, Ruling Steward. It's interesting on common. Beginning of your end step, if a creature died under your control this turn, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. No way you could abuse that, I'm sure. That seems pretty good. We have the Shire as our plains. Gloin, Dwarf Emissary. Whenever you cast a historic spell, create a treasure token.
Oh my
It only triggers once each turn.
Oh, phew.
But you can sack treasure to goad creatures. I really like Gloin. I think he's great.
Ooh,
Watcher in the Water,
that's a big
Mythic. This guy was revealed, I think, later in the previous season. Enters battlefield tapped with 9 stun counters on it. Whenever you draw a card during an opponent's turn, create a 1/1 blue tentacle creature token. Whenever a tentacle you control dies, untap up to 1 target Kraken and put a stun counter on top, or put a stun counter on up to 1 target non-land permanent. It has 9 stun counters when it comes in. Interesting. Trap the Trespassers. Ooh, Secret Council, so another vote card. Again, like I mentioned, a lot of commander products have some politics going on. So for each player secretly votes for a creature you don't control. Then those votes are revealed. For each creature with 1 or more votes, put that many stun counters on it and tap it. Gollum. So that's another Gollum card. Urgborg as the Dead Marshes. Urgborg is a fantastic card for commander.
Yeah, we'll be pointing that one into a deck.
Yep. Now this guy has, I've heard some talk about him, the Balrog, Durin's Bane. So he costs 1 less to cast for each permanent sacrifice this turn for a 7/5 with haste. Can't be blocked except by legendary creatures, and already, like, it's a 7/5. When he dies, destroy target artifact or creature an opponent controls. So a lot of the discussion with him is around your ability to loop him as a commander in a deck built around sacrifice. So there could be some interesting, gross things done with him. Another Golem. Oh, Frodo Sauron's Bane. I didn't think this card was available outside of the bundles, but I guess it is. This art treatment, I mean.
Collector boosters, I guess. That's where you can get everything.
Yep. Yeah, Collector's Boosters is also the only place you can have a chance to get one of the serialized cards.
Yeah, the Elven rings and the English rings as well.
Wizard Rockets again. Slip on the ring. So this is Slip on the Ring, I think, is going to be good for anyone doing some blink shenanigans.
Oh yeah.
Because you get that extra, the ring tempts you, which could be relevant. Erkenbrand, Lord of Westfold. Gift of Strands. We have our island land.
Oh, I like this card.
Call of the Ring. So another one with some discussion around it. At the beginning of your upkeep, the ring tempts you. Whenever you choose a creature as your ring bearer, you may pay 2 life. If you do, draw a card. So it's card draw. As long as you have a creature to put the ring onto, or move the ring to, I guess. Yeah, it's... Why not have both, right?
That's funny.
Yeah. Prize Pig.
Ooh.
Whenever you gain life, put that many ribbon counters on Prize Pig.
Oh,
Then
what?
if there are 3 or more ribbon counters on Prize Pig, remove those counters and untap it. So you can tap to add 1 mana of any color. This might be something for Perry the Pulverizer, because I don't have any other cards with ribbon tokens. Or ribbon counters. Samwise the Stout-Hearted. Galadriel. A very pretty Galadriel. Whenever the ring tempts you, if you choose a creature other than Galadriel of Lothlorien as your ring bearer, scry 3. Whenever you scry, you may reveal the top card of your library. If a land card is revealed this way, put it onto the battlefield tapped. So this is a neat card because it's a scry commander. And I don't think there are really any other... I can only think of one other. There's a Sphinx for 6 mana. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of commanders that care about scry, and she does.
It does go right into my Rashmi deck, though, which is top of the library matters. So
Yeah, top library manipulation would be...
that's where I'm looking to pull that card.
Any landfall deck.
Yeah, basically
Simic,
blue-green shenanigans.
Another nasty end.
Ooh,
Ooh, Sting. Another great card that I was hoping to find.
I like that haste.
Yeah, so 2 mana for an artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has haste. At the beginning of each combat, untap equipped creature. The equipped creature has first strike as long as it's blocking or blocked by a goblin or orc.
I doubt that's going to come up too often, but it's still going to be fine.
Yep.
Just for the other stuff.
So we're just over halfway through, and already I think we've done quite well. Gotten some cards that I was hoping to get, and some cards that I am glad I got and didn't realize were in the set. So, Improvised Club, Snarling Warg, Escape from Orthanc, Knights of Dol Amroth, Shadowfax. Horses you control have haste. Whenever Shadowfax attacks, you may put a creature card with lesser power from your hand onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking.
So previously, horses have all been green and white. So this is our first Boros Horse Lord. So we'll have to see if we ever get a Naya Horse Lord to bring them all together.
Horses of Bruinen, a Forest Land, another Boromir, just a regular treatment.
A lot of talk about this card.
Moria Marauder.
So people are talking about it for goblins. It's a little bit of a difficult suggestion there because at 2 mana for a 1/1, it dies real bad to Fury in Modern, but there's still a lot of conversation about the games where this does connect or where you play it and connect with goblins. You're going to get a lot of card advantage, and there's a possibility that it'll give you the velocity you need to get going.
Yeah.
Great for Commander.
Orcish Siege Master. It's another commander card. Other orcs and goblins you control have trample.
I haven't seen that one. That's good. Orcs need more support, that's for sure.
Peregrine Took. Sacrifice 3 foods, draw a card. Frodo Sauron's Bane, so another version of him. Oop, didn't even jump ahead. Oh, there's our Mirkwood Bats. So for those of you who may not know, and most people do, this card's been talked about a lot. Whenever you create or sacrifice a token, each opponent loses 1 life.
Doesn't say once a turn, doesn't say like 1 or more tokens, just when you create.
So the Green Dragon, I want to say Marinar, that's not
Old
right.
Knob.
Old Gnawbone, that's one. Our good old Dockside Extortionist. Like there are lots of ways to just make piles of tokens really quick. And if those are treasure, you can sack them just as quick.
Academy Manufacturer.
Oh gosh, I can't imagine. Yeah, that would make me barf.
I hate that card. Ooh,
Minas
it's a
Tirith.
pretty Minas
This,
Tirith.
I like Minas Tirith as another form of white card draw. So it enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a legendary. You can tap it for white or 1 tap, draw card. Activate only if you attack with 2 or more creatures this turn. So it's, if you're playing an aggressive white deck and need more gas, this will get you some gas.
People have suggested that mono white weenies in Modern also will just be eating up that card because it often runs out of gas.
Yep, and that, yeah, exactly. If you run to a stumbling block and need just those extra.
Yep, you're
cards.
playing Leona Nabunases, you're playing Thalias already, so you're playing Skrelv. It just goes right into the deck.
I'm surprised we haven't seen more Nazgul. I'll be honest. I've only seen 2 so far. I thought we would have had at least 3 or 4 by now.
I opened up the cards for the store. We got 1.
That's crazy.
3 boxes. Ah,
Delighted
this is a
Halfling.
good card.
Yeah, so it's a green for a 1/2 tap for a mana. So already we're looking at a nice
Boreal
mana
Druid.
dork.
Yep.
And
Upgraded Boreal
yeah,
Druid.
you can tap it for any color for legendary spells, and that spell can't be countered.
So Cavern of Souls.
Yep. And yeah, exactly. Cavern of Souls. It's a great card to keep your commander safe. Sharky Tyrant of the Shire. Activate abilities of lands your opponents control can't be activated unless your mana abilities.
So
Oh, he has
not super familiar with this character because he didn't appear in the movies, but I believe he would have been the guy who took over the Shire
Yes.
after they left.
Yeah. So he gains all activated abilities of lands your opponents control except mana abilities. That's interesting. Oh, Radagast. Ward 1, beasts and birds you control have Ward 1. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater, you can either make a beast or a bird.
Super big friends with Volo. Ah, you did
There
it!
we go. There's Tom Bombadil. So if you're looking to play Sagas, the deck, there you go. There's your commander.
First one I've seen so far. Oh my goodness, that card is beautiful.
Goes well with the Wizard Rockets. You get a foil of each. Get lots of Frodos.
Actually, I wonder if that's an extended art.
Which, the Gandalf?
Mm-hmm.
It's part of the triptych.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super neat.
I think I've got all 3 cards of the triptych now. Although I think the first piece I don't have in foil. So I saw they've got some binders you can get that are meant to showcase those big pieces of art. I guess they're not binders, I guess they're just little frames. To encourage that collection.
Yeah, we'll have to see about the ability to special order those.
Yeah. Another Galadriel. Born Upon the Wind. You may cast this as spells this turn as though they had flash draw card. That's pretty good. Cantrip.
I'm super curious about this because Quicken is already a card,
Yep.
but
This is a little more expensive, but replaces itself.
yeah, I don't know.
If you're looking to
I can't tell.
off, because this would be really good in the, or this could be good in the Sauron deck that gets you, builds up an army as you cast spells, or the Nazgul one's another one where you want to cast spells and just build up your army of Nazgul.
I always have trouble with those kinds of effects because the decks that I want to put them in, I put a lot of instants and sorceries and flash cards in, and the decks that I don't put it in, I don't know if that's what I want to be doing. So it's curious.
We have another Gate.
Oh, nice. Legendary lands are nice.
Another Legolas.
Oh,
Another
never
Knights
mind.
of Moria. Another Pippin. Another Legolas.
Ooh.
This Frodo. Yeah, so he's the Frodo
Friends
from
and
the Commander
Fellowship, Frodo.
deck. Food. Explorer of the Night. Breaking of the Fellowship's a neat card. Target creature an opponent controls deals damage equal to its power to another target creature that player controls. The ring tempts you. So potential to kill one or two creatures your opponents control and get the ring tempts you for 1 in the red seems pretty decent. Nasty End.
Non-extended art.
Yeah. So Meldor Swift Savior. Another Mountain. Gandalf the White. This card is bonkers. Kind of like Mother of Machines. So Gandalf the White is 3 and 2 white for a legendary creature with flash this time. You can cast legendary spells and artifact spells as though they had flash. And if a legendary permanent or an artifact entering or leaving the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers additional time. It's kind of a less mean Mother of Machines, but it's still pretty bananas. Quite happy with that.
This card's ridiculous. Oh no, this is not one I'm familiar with.
Whenever a creature an opponent controls is dealt excess damage, excess non-combat damage, amass Orcs X, where X is that excess damage.
Oh, that goes right into Torolf.
Yeah,
the
that
god
could be
from
interesting.
Kaldheim.
Another commander card, assemble the Entmoot. Creatures you control have reach. Sacrifice it to create 3 tapped XX green tree folk creature tokens, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. Put a reach counter on each of them.
Oh, I like that.
Gimli counter of kills. I don't think we've got a name yet.
Nope. Counter of kills. So that's with Legolas counter of kills.
Cloudstone Curio.
That has not been reprinted in a long, long time. If
Its
ever.
price has gone up a fair bit lately too.
Yeah, I own a copy. Ooh.
Samwise the Stout-Hearted.
That's another part of your extension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lash of Balrog. Interesting.
Common. Ooh, and you got
Another
the
Balrog.
big Balrog
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, hey.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And our food token. It's funny that we haven't gotten a Ring Tempts You token. This is it. This is it. The final pack.
The One
Still
Ring
haven't
is in
gotten,
here. The One Ring has a potential to be in the 4th slot as well. It's in a weird spot in the packs.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen a single Soul Ring either.
Well, there's only 900 in existence. I think it's this slot here that has a potential to be the serialized One Ring.
Swamp. Sauron the Necromancer, which, yeah, I've already gotten. Radagast the Brown. Whenever Radagast the Brown or another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is that creature's mana value. You may reveal a creature card that doesn't share creature type with a creature you control from among those cards and put it into your hand.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so that's
good.
Pretty sweet.
Oh,
Eowyn
Commander.
Shield Maiden, yep, so she's one of the commanders. Elrond, another Smeagol. Knights of Dol Amroth. Another Bilbo. I think this is the foil version of Triptych. Aragorn, company leader.
I like this one.
Yeah.
Good
Whenever
card.
the ring tempts you, if you choose a creature other than the Aragorn company leader as your ring bearer, put your choice of a counter among first strike, first strike, vigilance, death touch, and lifelink on Aragorn. Whenever you put one or more counters on Aragorn, put one of each of those kinds of counters on up to one other target creature. And that is it. That is our pack. So overall, we got some very, very interesting stuff. I was more surprised with the frequency of the box toppers and the value of the box toppers. A couple cards I was kind of hoping to get the big bad, so we didn't see the 3-color version of him, but quite happy to see some of the other cards we got. We got a fair number of really nice surprises. So that is the Lord of the Rings. So if you're looking to buy collector boosters, take your shot getting that 1-of-1 ring, or any of the serialized cards. We'll be carrying those. And again, we'll also have, as of this Friday, we will have set boosters, we'll have your draft boosters, we will have the 4 different commander decks available. So come on down, take part in the pre-release this weekend, because you get 2
2 set boosters. Yep.
No, when you get if you get the promo packs, so you get if you're doing the pre-release kits, have your 6 packs for your pre-release, plus you get a dated foil, and you get one of the, there's one of, I think, 4 extended art cards that you can get. So it's worth checking that out as well. So come on by, check it out, have some fun with this or any of our other Magic the Gathering products or any of our gaming products, and we'll see you around for another unboxing down the road.
See you in the store. Bye-bye.